The mindset for today and also for future events, it's very important that we see this as a process and as a journey and not as one person standing here providing all the answers that we are all looking for.
The concept of ESG seeks to provide companies with a holistic measure of the three critical areas of environmental issues, social and governance, to ensure sustainable management of their businesses. This is based on the growing empirical data showing that disregarding this holistic approach to business management can have adverse impact on one's business.
The relevance of ESG in the private sector and within the national chamber is clear. It's about securing our future, enhancing our reputation and staying true to our values. ESG is not a burden, it's an opportunity.
Today's event was really good. It was an opportunity for us to learn about environmental and social governance and the impact that it has on business people such as myself. ESG matters is not just a buzzword, but it's actually a necessity for our business.
And indeed, in this forum, I changed my perspective about ESG. In terms of how we need to conduct it and the responsibilities we have even as a micro or a small organization.
I'm a beneficiary of GIZ, Business Scouts for Development. It is not necessarily the first time I have heard of this concept, but it is the first time I have heard of it in depth. And I think it's a discussion that needs to be had.
The key takeaways that have stood out for me from today's event are, number one, that I need to start looking at ESG compliance as a company, because this is going to become an important tool for me as I start to explore markets within Europe and countries like Germany. Number two, that I need to start to train and create awareness within my organization as to the importance of this ESG compliance, because this will actually create even more value for our organization as we explore different markets.
So some of the key takeaways today were in line with, first of all, the environment. Clean energy shifts. We, as Kevian Group now, need to work towards shifting towards clean energy. Talking about solar, waste management, where now we'll integrate a lot of circular economy in terms of how we manage our wastes end to end. And three is the standards of the employees and making sure that the employees are in a good working environment.
So one of the things that I plan to implement is to start by way of training. Ignorance is expensive. If you don't know something in business, then you're likely to miss out on the opportunities that are therein.
I think the first thing that came to mind is do a little bit of research and find out more about what was talked about, the human rights code. And the other thing was ESG. What does that mean for my business? What are the things that I can change?
We shall continue to ensure that we completely have a circular economy to ensure that we do not take out waste into the environment. Secondly, we plan to continue our efforts in terms of replanting more baobab trees, because the baobab tree is definitely under threat in most ecosystems. Additionally, we have learned the need to document what we are doing. There are currently things that we are already doing in matters relating to ESG, so there is need to document.
I would like to appreciate GIZ, Business Scouts for Development Program, for putting together this training, because it was an eye-opener. I knew about ESG, but I had not been challenged to think about it in terms of what it means to me and what it means for my business in future. Just listening to discussions like human rights and being concerned about my community, being concerned about my supplier, knowing that it will affect my exports was something that got me thinking, what is it that I need to do for my business?
Thank you, GIZ and Business Scouts for Development for this particular opportunity. We are looking forward to work better with you.